which English exam should I take? And do we even need to give an English examination because we have studied from English medium? Hello everyone, I am Rachit Agarwal, co-founder of AdmitKard and The Big League. And today, in this video, we are going to talk about the three key prominent English speaking tests, that is IELTS, TOEFL and Duolingo. So if you are someone who is looking to give this exam and are looking for tips and tricks, do subscribe this channel. So one of the most common questions that we come across from students and parents are, which English exam should I take? And do we even need to give an English examination because we have studied from English medium? First things first, when you are going to study abroad, the medium of instruction is going to be English. And hence, one of the key parameters on which university wants to judge you is whether you are comfortable with the medium of instruction or not. And hence, these examination becomes critical for a university to evaluate if you are suitable for their course or not. Additionally, if you have done your studies in English and have scored well in that, then many universities also give you a waiver. That is an exemption from appearing into these examinations. For that, you need to provide a medium of instruction letter separately while you are applying to the university. So let us move ahead and compare these three prominent examinations across 6 different parameters and how they differ. First is the format of the examination. Second is the cost. Third is the pattern or the structure. Fourth is the result time. Fifth is the difficulty. And sixth is the acceptance across countries. So let's start with IELTS first. So IELTS is the most prominent exam given by Indian students. It has 4 sections, which is reading, writing, listening and speaking. Total time duration of the examination is 2 hours and 45 minutes, in which you need to complete 40 questions and 9 tasks. The exam is conducted in 3 formats: test center based, within test center, it could be paper based or computer based. And the third format is home based, which we call as IELTS online. Now there are test centers across most prominent cities in India and there are quite frequent dates of IELTS. To be on the safer side, you need to book the examination in advance. Alternatively, you can also take the home edition of that exam. The second exam that we have is TOEFL. TOEFL is the second most prominent examination given by Indian students. It also has 4 sections: reading, writing, listening and speaking. The total duration of the examination is 1 hour 56 minutes and it has 48 questions and 6 tasks. Again, TOEFL is conducted across different test centers pan-India, but now it is conducted only in computerized format. Paper-based examination has been scrapped a couple of years back. Alternatively, you can appear in the home edition of the examination. Third in the list is Duolingo English Test or DET. While IELTS and TOEFL has existed for multiple decades, Duolingo is a new and upcoming test which is widely getting spread and accepted across universities and countries. So it's a fully online test and it has only home edition. There are no test centers where you need to go to give DET. It is an adaptive examination, which means that the level of difficulty of question changes as you answer right or wrong. Total duration of the examination is approximately 1 hour and hence you can give this examination anytime, anywhere. Over last couple of years, we have seen DET coming up and home versions of TOEFL and IELTS coming into existence. But still there are few universities who don't accept the home-based test or DET, and hence once you have shortlisted your university, we recommend every student to go through the eligibility page once to be doubly sure about the acceptance of the English examination that you're going to give. If you are still confused which exam to give, TOEFL, IELTS or Duolingo, what I have done is I have created a quiz for you to take. It's a small quiz, 30-second quiz. Take it and it will tell you which examination suits you the best. You can find the link to the tool in the below description. Also guys, we keep getting discount vouchers for these examinations like TOEFL, IELTS and Duolingo. So in case you are deciding to give one of those examinations, do sign up on the link below and if we have vouchers, we will send it across to you on your WhatsApp. Now the second parameter to compare is the cost of giving these examinations in India. So IELTS cost you around 18,000 rupees, while TOEFL cost you around 16,900 rupees. And to Duolingo, which cost you only 5,000 rupees. So as you can see, Duolingo is a far cheaper examination compared to IELTS and TOEFL. Now let us talk about the structure and duration of the examination. So IELTS has 4 sections. The first section is reading, which is 60 minutes long and has 40 questions. The second section is listening, which is 30 minutes long and has 4 recordings. Third is speaking, which is 11 to 14 minutes long and has 3 tasks. Fourth section is writing, which is 60 minutes long and has 2 tasks. Each section is graded between 1 to 9 and hence the overall score is between 1 to 9. So the typical scoring in IELTS happens something like 4.5, 5, 5.5, 6, 6.5, 7, 7.5, 8. We call it band in IELTS. Now let's talk about TOEFL. TOEFL also has 4 sections. The first section is reading. It is 35 minutes long and has 20 questions. Second section is listening, which is 36 minutes long and has 28 questions. Third section is speaking, which is 16 minutes long and has 4 tasks. Fourth section is writing, which is 29 minutes long and has 2 tasks. Overall, each section is graded between 0 and 30 and hence the overall score is graded between 0 and 120. So as we saw in IELTS, there is an average of 4 sections. In TOEFL, we have summation of all 4 sections. Having said that, TOEFL is undergoing a complete revamp from 1st of January 2026. So this pattern is going to be followed till 20th January 2026. From 1st January, an updated pattern on TOEFL is going to come, which is going to be much shorter than the existing version. Would be somewhere around an hour. And the grading pattern will also move away from 0 to 120 to 1 to 6. I will create a separate video on the new pattern of TOEFL, comparing it with the older version. So do subscribe if you are going to give TOEFL as an examination after 21st of Jan to stay tuned about the new pattern. Third examination is DET, which is Duolingo. So it doesn't have a well-defined sections like IELTS or TOEFL, but overall it has 8 sections. The overall examination is 1 hour long, where 5 minutes is the setup time. The 45 minutes is more about the adaptive test, and the remaining 10 minutes is for writing and speaking sample. The overall scoring of DET is from 10 to 160. Now let us talk about the result time. So if you have given IELTS at a test center on computer-based model, then you get your result in 1 to 5 days. If it is a pen and paper-based, result come in 13 days. If it is a home-based test, results come in 6 to 8 days. For TOEFL, in either of the format, result come in 4 to 8 days. And for Duolingo, result comes in 2 days. So a lot of people give Duolingo as they can get their results in the quickest time frame. Now in terms of difficulty for Indian students. So IELTS is more like everyday English that we use. It is important to note that the speaking section happens face to face with an examiner. A lot of students prefer giving paper-based examination over computer-based examination, and hence IELTS become their default choice. While TOEFL is, I would say, more academic, and hence if I have to rate between IELTS and TOEFL, I would say TOEFL is slightly tougher compared to IELTS for a normal student. And now it is completely computer-based, and the speaking is also recorded. Compared to the two, Duolingo is an adaptive, fast-paced exam. In terms of English, I would say Duolingo is easier than IELTS, as it has a lot of short and varied questions. So if you are someone who is looking for easy English and can solve the questions quickly, then Duolingo could be your partner. Also, we see a lot of students who appear into these examinations quite close to the university application deadline, and hence they end up giving Duolingo. Now in terms of acceptance of these examinations, IELTS and TOEFL are practically accepted across all countries, across all universities, both by the universities for their application process and by the countries for their visa process. On the other hand, Duolingo, as I said, is an upcoming test and is now accepted in more than 6,000 universities and are gradually getting accepted by governments for the visa process also. But still, there are few countries who don't accept Duolingo for their visa process. So not only about the university eligibility, you should also check about the visa acceptability of the country you are applying to. Now, which test should I choose? So you should choose IELTS if you're looking for medium English, if you're looking for pen and paper based examination, if you are comfortable speaking face to face, or if you just want to play safe. Similarly, if you're confident with your English, go for TOEFL. And again, if you're comfortable with computer based test, you can give either of the TOEFL and IELTS. Now for Duolingo, Duolingo is cheap, Duolingo is fast, it is convenient, and hence if that suits your requirement, go ahead and give Duolingo. Also, one more point. Between giving these English examination and not giving the examination, we recommend our students to give these examination, because at times we have seen there are last moment changes with the applications, there are last moment requirements which can turn up at the visa level, and hence it is better to give these examination than to just solely rely on medium of instruction or English waiver. So all three examinations will help you in studying abroad, and the right choice of examination depends upon your comfort with the English, your comfort with the computer and pen, your comfort with speaking in front of a person, and how close or far are you from the deadline. If you think this video was helpful, do press the like button. If you know somebody who could be benefited by this video, do share it with them. If you want me to compare on any specific parameter, or you want me to cover something in depth, do put it in the comment and I will reply you back. For more such informative videos in studying abroad, do subscribe this channel. Thank you.